A good friend of mine said, Dan, you're a great speaker. Why don't you coach? Why don't you give back until you decide what you want to do the next round? And so I started coaching. I can't say that this was my goal when I started, but in the last 10, 12 years, it's evolved, it's morphed. I've pivoted because now I found a way to make it even more successful. And nobody likes success more than I do, because when you talk or you hear people talk about being a 1%er, that's not my goal for my people. It's 0.1%. Let's just say we've got 7 billion people on the earth. It's actually more, but let's call it 7 billion. 0.1% is 7 million. My market is the 7 million. To make you one of the richest 7 million people on the planet. I do what you don't want to do, but you know that you got to do to be where you want to be. Nobody that I mentor is going to change my life. Zero. But I can change their lives. But it's the guys that are emotionally tough, and that's why I trained a whole bunch of other guys to be more emotionally tough and to look within and to practice success before you're successful. Before I had any money, I used to go to the Rolls Royce dealers and sit in the cars and smell the leather, touch the leather. Years ago, I went to $1 million houses and to get used to it, and that's the reason the castle is so effective. And the reason I stopped giving outside seminars is that the success rate is almost 5 times greater going to the castle, having a butler wait on you, dressing, thinking more of yourself, because self-esteem is the key to high performance. If we feel good about ourselves and we hang around with people, the average of the 5 people that we are mostly around is who we turn out to be. We have 2 bank accounts in life. We've got an emotional bank account and a financial bank account. Most of us worry about the financial bank account. But it's your emotional bank account that you're going to run out when it's cold and windy and you're at night, nobody there to wipe your tears away. It's your emotional bank account, whether you can suck up your pantyhose or man up. Those are the guys that make it. Okay. And the people that can't man up don't. Without them making mistakes and without them being allowed to make the decision, they never get any better. And 95% of the time, I know probably better than they do. And they will never know everything, but unless they make mistakes and get comfortable with making mistakes. There's nothing wrong with trying to build a high-performance environment. Another one of my great influencers is Toyota automobile. He wrote a book called The Toyota Way, and he said, constant organized stress. It means keep people accountable. What gets measured gets accomplished. Without measurement, you're just fooling yourself. A lot of people that come there, with money, that have made money, think they made it by accident. Tried a lot of things. Nobody's failed at more things than I have. And the first 100 million are successes, but I could write a book about failures that'd be like Churchill's volumes, The History of World War II. I mean, because I've tried a lot of different things. Because failure is just testing. One of the reasons I've been so successful in generating this equity and value in my kids, and I call you all kids, is because I convince them that making a mistake is okay. Your parents probably told you, you can be anything you want. That's bullshit, but you can't. That's horseshit. You can't. You can be anything you want. You can be president and not have gone to an Ivy League school, not likely. But what you tell them is that you can do anything you want that you have passion for, because that eliminates most of the crap. Because most people don't follow their dream. Like they say in The Sound of Music, you can't have a dream come true unless you have a dream.